to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's that time again for your wacky daily news, Sportcat's Daily Gazette. I am here with you live for the next 2 hours on Dare Talk Radio in Australia, Radio X, and understand we're going to be on the Country and Western channel soon, so cool. I'm excited about that. Everybody, oh, and we want to also not forget WZQR, where we are rebroadcast overnight. We want to thank you all for allowing us to tickle your ears and be a part of your day. So I encourage you to come over and join the chat. We have such great people here. Denise, my number one fan, love her to death. Chris is here somewhere. I'm not sure where. I saw him in here somewhere. There's Chris. Well, and Brenda's here. Well, before I bring Wendell out, and Wendell is here. Who else is here? Randy is here. KG is here. So welcome, everybody. And before I bring Brenda out, not only should I probably play my disclaimer, but I should just warn you all. She may be high. I'm not sure. So we'll just bring her out. The
views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson.
That's me.
And do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show.
That too.
This show is intended for entertainment purposes only.
Definitely.
Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner.
That's right.
Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
No. We're not scientists.
I am not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express a couple times.
Oh, God.
Squirrel!
How are you, Brenda?
I'm good.
Oh, my.
I heard your mom this morning talking about squirrels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess my audience knows. East Tennessee. I have a problem with nature. 2 years ago was the raccoons, and now it's the squirrels. So
you can always send Wendell out there to your mom's house, have him chase squirrels out.
Hey, if he lived in the attic, I bet there wouldn't be any squirrels. So,
ooh, Wendell, you want to live rent free in Glenn's mom's attic?
I don't know that. I want Wendell anywhere near Mom. So, kind of concerns me. So.
Yeah,
it should. Well, I'm going to be in Tennessee starting this weekend for about 3 weeks, just before Christmas. KG, you should hop on a bus and definitely come. We will find a room for you. So I'll bring my cot. Yeah. So I'm going to be broadcasting starting next Monday for the next 2 weeks, and you and I have decided we're going to take Christmas week off. So the third week, I'll just be getting ready to come home.
We did decide that? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we
Remind
decided.
Me.
Yeah, oh, yeah, remind me. I got to end right at 4 because if I don't, the doctor will yell at me. I'm supposed to be at the appointment at 4. So, but.
Oh, God. Wendell says he loves squirrel and gravy.
I think I've only had squirrel once, but I don't think it was with gravy.
I've had it.
I'm not sure how it was. I was young. I don't remember. But so, yeah, I'll be in East Tennessee for the next few weeks. KG, you can feel welcome. Just hop on a Greyhound or grab a flight. Come on down. We'll find a place for you. So
Randall said me too. Randall, you wanna go to Tennessee too?
No, I don't think I could handle Randy there. Hey, I somehow envision him like Hulk Hogan. He'd wake up in the morning ripping his t-shirt off, screaming some wrestling song. So,
that's interesting. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Randy, there you go. She wants dick pics. So,
hi, Denise.
I thought Denise was already here. Well, welcome, Denise. I'm glad you're here. I thought she was here earlier. I don't know. I'm always so used to saying hello, Denise. So I didn't. I overlooked it somehow. Maybe it was. I don't know what the hell it was. So, man, I actually got some sleep last night, even though I am staying up doing show stuff till 3 a.m. every night. This is.
You
I
see
start at
this?
11, and then I take a little break in the afternoon, and then at like 3, by 3 in the morning, I'm finishing up. This is. People just don't realize how hard it is. Oh, and by the way, I want to comment on something before I forget it, because I feel it's very important, and I'm going to reiterate this. I thought last night was one of my best shows. The first hour with Anne, great, love her to death. She's got a Deadwood con every year in Arizona, and she writes books and talks about all the ghost stuff. So definitely check her stuff out. But Tara Hodgson, the second guest, she has published a book that probably is needed to be published for quite some time. And it's a young adult book, but it's not just geared for young adults to read. It's geared for both the young adults and parents of young adults and the problems with social media and child predators. And it's a fictional tale, but it should be read by anyone that has at least elementary school up. Or if you believe your child should be on social media, you need to read that book beforehand. It will open your eyes, because people are as naive as the kids are about the predators out there. And we talked yesterday, 2 stories about child predator cases. It's the FBI has a toll-free number where they want people to report creeps. It's a big thing. So definitely, it's Christmas time. If you know somebody with a young adult, go buy her book and give it to the parents or the child. And it's well worth it. Like I told her, I'm getting one for my daughter, probably the Kindle version, and for my daughter-in-law, I'm going to buy her the hardback or paperback, whatever the hell it is. But it's an important message, because people just don't realize how many child predators are out there and how bad it really is. And she is a teacher. She works in the school system. She sees it. So check it out. There, I gave her another plug. I think she was surprised how pro I was to her message. And it was not just the book. I mean, the book obviously is good, but the message, I think she was surprised at how pro I was. But being a paramedic, I've seen the dark side of these things. So, and it's not pretty. So, all right, Brenda. So your appointment went good. You're high as F, and you're oh, the radio people are missing the show. And Wendell says the lady from last night was very interesting. Yes, she was. And,
I was going to say, Wendell, you had a lady last night? What? That's how you say she was interesting?
It was a lady squad. And then Randy commented that it is getting worse and worse. So, yeah. And Chris says it was a tremendous show. And hey, if you can't afford to buy the book or give it as a Christmas gift, send the link to people to my show from last night and tell them the second hour is what they want to watch. I mean, not that I'm discouraging watching Anne, but
I had a lot of fun with Anne.
Needs to get out. What's that?
Anne was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, she's great. I really like her. I think we've had her on like twice before, and with her other books, the Deadwood series. And the backstage stories are better because she doesn't like to. What was the name of the book? Hold on, I'll pull my calendar.
You're asking me?
Sure. I know.
I can't even tell you what I had for dinner last night, much less anything.
Oh God.
Ooh, trivia is going to be fun today.
Oh Lord, yeah, it is. Let's see, Tara Hodgson, and I think, hold on, let me just search it because I want to make sure I get this right. Her new book is At Least I'm Trying by Tara Hodgson, Hodgson.
Try my patience.
At least I'm trying. I know I'm going long on this, but it was a good show. And like I said, if you can't afford to give it to someone, send them the link to last night's show and tell them just to watch the last hour. So they can watch. I want them to watch the whole show. And as always with any of my shows, if you have a comment or question for anyone after the show is over, just leave it in the comments section, and I will get it or answer it, whichever is the case, to the appropriate party. So, all right, Brenda. So it's
12 minutes you spent on that.
What's that?
I said 12 minutes you spent on that. Oh
no, we're well, like I said, I think it's important, and yes, I'm pimping my show from last night as well. So,
yeah, I'm gonna pimp you out to the people on the streets of Los Angeles.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, it's 2:13 on the East Coast, and LA, it's 11:13. We don't care. Denver, good afternoon, 12:13. Chris in Illinois, it's 1:13. And for our friends in Australia, Perth, 3:13 in the morning. The radio director's not listening. He should be snuggled up with the missus. Good morning to you in Sydney. We are glad you were with us and making us a part of your day. Thank you. And for our friends in Lord Howe, it's burnt toast and toffee time. Get going.
What? Ask them why they burn their toast.
I think it's a British thing that's just made its way there. Part of
I know
colonialization.
a British guy. I'm gonna ask him when I see him later on tonight.
Yeah, I don't like burnt
toast.
toast. But see, I'm weird. I think I just like to dry it out.
Yes, you are.
Well, you're just figuring this out.
No.
Oh.
I think you said that like you just figured it out.
No, I knew that.
Okay.
Chris says, I remember the good old days when we used to watch the Pimps of Philadelphia. He's referencing the old Misfit show.
Yep.
And that one didn't get me in trouble. It was the Hot Chicks in Nashville that got me in trouble with a lawyer. I need to bring that show back. I really do. I just got to figure out how to do it. So, not enough time in the day.
I'm telling you, I told you last night, we're gonna abolish the Wednesday night show and turn it into a Misfit show, but we're gonna have to find all new Misfits.
Maybe we can find some Australian Misfits. If anybody wants to audition for the Australian Misfit show,
that would be awesome.
But the problem is, we would be doing it their Sunday morning, which might be good because they could already be drunk. So, hey. And I'm told Dare Talk Radio X is rebroadcasting some of the old Misfit shows here and there.
Oh, boy.
And I'm told that they absolutely love them. So. I'm not responsible for the content. So, well, today is the full moon. And if you go outside at 6:15 on the East Coast, you'll have to do your own time conversion. You will be able to see its peak before it starts going dark again. So tonight is the beginning of the cold moon, the last super moon of 2025. So make sure you go out and see it. And at 6:15, go outside naked, put your feet on the ground, hold
howl
hands,
at the moon,
howl at the moon, and ground yourself. So
hug a tree.
Well, hugging a tree is good. Have you ever hugged a tree?
It is. I have.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I have. At least for a little bit, until the little ants that were on there that I didn't see start crawling on me. And then it was over. It was a short hug relationship.
Were you drunk, Brenda? I'm just asking.
No, I wasn't. I was getting close to nature. And nature bit back, little bastards.
Well, yeah. Me and nature have had our problems. Raccoons, squirrels, please. So, yes, go out tonight and enjoy the full moon, no matter where you are. And if you're listening in Australia, go catch it before it goes away.
Randy said, everybody go out and have sex in dirt. And look at the moon.
I don't know that I want pictures of that, but if you choose to, at Sportcat on X. So
Throw some
I'm
water in there.
open.
Make it mud. Make it mud. Do some
I'm
mud
open to
wrestling
all
out
things. So,
under the full moon.
oh Lord. So yeah, there you can see where it is light and dark, and well, it's light over Venezuela. Oh, by the way, when we broke in last night or yesterday with Venezuela, we were talking about the B-52s.
Yeah.
I found out what they're doing.
What are they doing?
They were making practice bombing runs. And we were going over their airspace, making practice bombing runs, and they didn't shoot it down because obviously that would cause an international incident and it would spark the war. So we're being provoking as hell down there in Venezuela. So
Just, yeah.
yeah, and we're going to talk about some of that here in a minute because there's some scandal about that.
I'm going to go get a rowboat and start rowing out there so people know what a damn rowboat looks like. I cannot confirm or deny whether I will be naked, but I'm going to get a rowboat and I'm going to row out there. That way they can tell I have nothing on me while I'm in the rowboat, so I don't get blown up.
This would definitely create a national incident. An international incident. So. And I would be broadcasting it live. As long as you got good signal, live stream it. Just from the face up. That's all we want. So.
Oh yeah, of course. We don't want to get a straight by YouTube.
No, we don't get in trouble. So Randy says he's gonna watch the boat. So oh, well, the sun is still running 9 minutes, 35 seconds ahead. So we need to hurry and get the time.
That's all. It was 14 before. Oh,
yeah, I know. See, it makes me wonder at midnight what they're going to do with time on New Year's Eve, because that's when they adjust it, is at midnight, and they don't tell us. So I'm gonna try and find some, because some of these stories, and I'm telling you, they hide some stuff in the media that they just don't want you to know. I've got a couple stories again like that. So,
I was doing some math on this whole moon stuff, and trust me, my head hurt when I did this. But in all actuality, it caught up that it is still 2017.
17? I thought it was later than that. I thought it was like we were back in the 17th century or something.
No, not that far back.
So we're in 2017. Well, shit.
I mean, I can take it back as far as 2012, but yeah, I mean, why they lie about everything, even our damn days and times.
Of course they do. Of course they do. It's the government.
What are you doing with this shit up here?
I'm just trying to see if I can make you puke. So.
No, you can't. I don't have anything in my stomach, so I'm not going to puke.
You don't have anything in the other end either. I'm looking here at the satellite, the world Earth, and goddamn, the galaxy view, and we see the all the comments are coming straight at us. So one above and one on each side, and one right behind us. So
now we have 3. That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought there was 4, but maybe NASA shot it down.
Another one will show up next week.
I was reading a story about 3-Eye Atlas, our dear friend here. And there was another picture of it that's been released, and it was taken by Uganda's telescope, international telescope. It was some country I'd never heard of. And it was this crystal clear, and they did make this statement saying that they had AI enhanced it for sharpness and color. And so, overlooking those two facts, they showed the original and they showed the one. I don't understand why NASA can't get a picture of this. I just don't understand.
Because they're lying.
Yeah. Oh, you think? And it has, in addition to it pulsing from the center outward, it now has an anti-tail again. So, in other words, it's got the tail in front of it. So, yeah.
You know what? let me tell you what they did. Okay.
Oh, this is
No, no,
gonna
no.
be.
They charge us like trillions of dollars, and somebody walked outside and found that rock on the ground, and they brought it inside and put it on, and they took a picture of it, and then they made all the shit around it, and it cost them a total of $10 to make that photo right there.
Well, that's why we got a budget surplus. Yeah, how do we have a budget surplus?
What the hell is wrong with it?
Horrible international or not international national debt. I don't understand that. And then yesterday Trump said we found $30 million.
Where'd
We
they
don't know
find
where it
it?
came from.
Under a rock.
What the hell do you mean you don't know where? I'm happy if I find a $20 bill in my pocket. How do you find $30 million and go, oh, I don't know where it came from? What?
Well, I'd like to know where the hell he's walking around. Maybe we should go out there.
Yeah,
We might find more. Look, here's $30 million. Where'd this come from? Was it in an envelope on a bus stop? What?
I don't, but no, he does right. Maybe it was at McDonald's. I don't know.
It came with the Happy Meal.
It was his Happy Meal. Yeah.
It was a very Happy Meal.
They thought it was still the Biden administration. They were slipping it in the kids' meal, and oh shit, we didn't know it was Trump. So, catching up in the comments, Randy first says that the birds start chirping at 2 a.m. Nothing sleeps in Vegas, Randy. I found that out the hard way.
It's a 24-hour city, man.
It is. Chris says, I still can't believe with all the sexual trafficking supposedly happening with Epstein, our government decides to include a picture of a damn telephone as some huge release of transparency. Yeah, well, we showed that yesterday, and that's actually a headline. And I didn't do it. I went to go back and do it. And they can't take it back. But now they've redacted it, and all that has got the CIA black thing over it, because the media is diligently finding out who those people are. And shocker, they're Democrat.
Yeah, so let me tell you about that telephone. Like a few years ago, they showed a picture of that telephone, and when they zoomed in on it, the little white tags that have the speed dial things.
Yeah.
There was a number for the Clintons. There was a number for Obama on the tabs.
You gotta have your get out of jail free on the speed dial. So yeah.
Yeah, so when I see that phone, I was like, I've already seen that like a couple of years ago. They're just not putting that out there.
Yeah,
what the hell's wrong with
the media was tracking it. So
oh shit.
They should have let the CIA put it out. It would have been much more redacted. All right, so this is our typical
oh
trivia.
God, not that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's this one. I was thinking, do you want to do the brand logo quiz? Maybe while you're high, that would be a good
version. Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna go in. All right, so here's your take a look at them. Now start thinking who they are.
Got Disney, one for basketball, 7-Eleven, I know, General Mills.
There's only like a couple I'm in question on, so maybe if
FedEx.
If we could let the audience look at this for a few minutes.
Discord.
Let's see, I'm good until we get to the H, and I think that's Hilton. And I'm not sure what the A is. I don't think that's Aldi is the one below it. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what the A and the U are.
Skechers.
Not sure. Ooh. Chris says Corn Pop had his own phone line at the pool.
Because he was a bad dude.
That's great.
What's that one up on the top? Is that Mercedes?
Was a bad dude.
Yeah, it's Mercedes. Yeah. So,
okay, so Mercedes, Disney.
I'm good till we get to that first H, and I think that's Hilton. I have no clue what the red A is. Hip Camp, maybe. I'm not sure. The U, maybe Utopia.
Is that Chili's?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's Chili's. I think it is. That's Polo and Aldi. I think that's Cadbury, Clorox, Discord. And then I'm not sure what the next one is with Paris. And I think the last one is Skechers. So
Yes, it is.
So I'm a little Taco Bell. I don't. Which,
Jeez,
no,
Taco Bell.
yeah, there's no
Taco
Taco Bell in there.
Is there
Wait a
Taco
minute,
Bell
you're
there?
confusing me. Yeah. So the A is that Hip Camp, and I think the U is Utopia. I think the other one with the Al is TripAdvisor's, Chili's, Polo, Aldi, Cadbury, Clorox. Pretty sure it's Discord. I'm not
Yes.
sure what the Paris one is. And the last one is Skechers.
Yeah.
No, so the ones I'm missing are the H, the A, the U, and the Paris one. Hilton, Paris? No, the hint is Paris. Ugh. Yeah, I got Cadbury. Not sure of the correct spelling, but I got Cadbury. And but what is the Paris one? Oh gosh,
I don't know.
I'm not Googling it because I don't want to cheat. So we'll, that's why I'm giving the audience plenty of time to look and see if they got any hints. But the first ones I got: Mercedes, Disney, NBA, 7-Eleven, LinkedIn, General Mills, FedEx, Heinz. I think that's Hilton. That may be Hip Camp, and then I think that's Utopia. Is it Trip or Travel Advisory? Trip Advisory, isn't it? And then
Yes.
Chili's, Polo, Aldi, Cadbury, Clorox, Discord, ? Skechers. So I don't know. We would only get a few of these. So and God knows they probably give us like 59 seconds.
They'll probably give us ones that aren't even on here.
Yeah. Denise says Paris Hilton, and that's what I'm leaning towards.
Oh, here's
But
Hilton clothing.
So that H up above though, that might not be Hilton as like the hotels. Well, I'm not sure.
She doesn't get to. She's not that special. Okay.
Chris says, hell, I could even pronounce that. Hervé Leger, Paris. I don't know. We'll try it. All right. So if everybody in the chat's ready, Brenda.
1, 2, 3, go.
Here we go. We're going to start. So now, we got 4 minutes. So we're going to be banking on my spelling here. Picture.
Mercedes.
Okay. I know it's a picture. Let me type.
Oh.
Oh, inner answer here. Jesus Christ. Mercedes. All right. Disney. That's Disney. Okay, go away. Disney. And then NBA. We got that one. 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And inner. What? Did I spell it wrong? Or does I have to push the 7-Eleven? 7-11.
711.
Okay, there we go. LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
General Mills, I think.
Yes.
FedEx.
Uh-huh.
Heinz.
Ketchup.
Hilton.
Try it.
I spelled it wrong. It was. All right. I think Hip Camp.
I don't know. I never heard Hip Camp.
No, I spelled that wrong.
That would be like a hippie place. You know,
Nope, that's not. What is the A? All right, we're going to come back to that one. The U. What we said it was Utopia?
Yeah, that's what she said. I never heard of that either, but sounds like it.
Oh, well, that's not it either. All right, so
Well,
we'll go to the
there
next
you go.
one. We'll go to the next one.
Travel advisory.
Is it travel or trip? I think it's trip, isn't it?
It could be. Try it. Might be. Trip, travel. It all means the same thing.
Okay. Chili's.
No, try Chili's on that one. That's what it looks like.
Oh. It's not it. CHILI?
What? Yes.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I thought that was Chili's. All right. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong.
Polo.
We'll move to the next one. Polo. Yeah.
And go to Polo. Aldi's. What is the other one?
And then Aldi's. Cadbury.
Yeah.
Clorox. Discord. And what'd you say? Paris Hilton?
Chris said he Googled it.
Oh, wait a minute. It's in there. H-E. Holy shit.
H-E-double-L. H-E-double-L.
No. Did I spell it wrong? P-A-R-I-S. Okay. So, Chris, that's not it. Damn it, Chris. You're letting me down.
Okay, do the Paris Hilton.
Well, I put in Paris Hilton.
Oh.
Did I spell it wrong? No, it's not taking it. All right. So,
Okay,
we
go
can
to
figure it
Skechers.
out. Yeah, we're going to Skechers. So, okay. And then we got to figure out what I know how do you spell Kessler? S-K-E-T-C-H-E-R? Oh, shit. It didn't take. S-K-E-T-C-H-E-R? Am I on the wrong one? Damn it. I got 36 seconds left, Brenda. Don't fail me now. I'm pretty sure it's Skechers. S-K-E-T-C-H-E-R. Is that not how it's spelled? Is that not how it's spelled? How the hell do you spell Skechers? The S. S-K-E-T-C-H-E-R. But it's saying that's not it. I'm spelling it wrong? Okay. Probably. I'm not sure if the A, the U.
But you get a half a point for it because we know it's right.
Yeah.
But you lose the rest because we can't spell it. So because we're a bunch of dummies. Okay, what'd we do?
Yeah.
We didn't get one. Oh.
So. Oh, it was just Hermie. Oh, and you got to put the little E over there. S-K. Okay, I was spelling it wrong. Chipotle.
Okay. I knew it was one of those spicy places.
Adobe. Jesus Christ. I see that every day. Why did I not know that?
Adobe.
So it was Mercedes, Walt Disney, NBA, 7-Eleven, LinkedIn, General Mills, FedEx, Heinz, Hilton, Adobe, which neither of us knew. I have no idea what Unilever is.
I don't know.
Trip Advisory, Chipotle. We were both wrong. We kept trying to put Chili's. Polo, Aldi, we knew. Cadbury, we knew. Clorox, we knew. Discord, we knew. Chris give us the Paris one, but I couldn't spell it right. And we knew it was Skechers, but apparently there's no T. It's S-K-E-C-H-E-R-S. So
I've never been to Chipotle, so I don't. I
never been to Chipotle.
I've seen the chili. I thought it was Chili's.
Oh, I did too. But you've never been to Chipotle? Wow, you need to go to Chipotle. It's good. It's good. They got a bad rap for having the bad food. So, do you want to even try this one, or you want to just move on, Brenda? Yeah, we did one, so we don't have to. So it's up to you. Well, I mean,
if you want to.
Well, I mean, do you want to do it, or do you? We'll just want to just move on, or it's up to you. Tell me what you want to do. Make a decision, Brenda.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it.
We're doing pop music, movies, geography, science, computer, literature, classical music, history, television, sports, languages, or miscellaneous.
Let's do television.
Television, all right.
Yeah.
We want to know general, cast, characters, plots, or specials.
General.
Oh, you're going in deep. All right. So now we got a bunch more questions. Catchphrases, descriptions, episodes, female names, female bosses, fictional companies in TV series, fictional lawyers, fictional schools, hangouts, kids TV, logos. We didn't do too good at logos. Looney Tunes characters.
Looney Tunes characters.
All right, you want to do Looney? We're going to do Looney Tune characters. Okay.
Yes.
Can you recognize famous Looney Tunes are Merry Medley characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig by their descriptions? All right.
Sure.
Here we go. In a fairy tale antagonist debuting in 1954 with green skin, a round figure, bulbous facial features, and a single tooth. Your
wait.
Melissa Duck. You went down this road. Melissa Duck, Granny, Witch Hazel, Missy.
Witch Hazel. Which
All right.
Hazel? Which Hazel?
You were correct. I don't even remember that character. So, all right. A French striped skunk debuting in 1945. I didn't know he was that old.
Pepe Le
Who is
Pew.
constantly on the quest for love,
Mhm.
despite his offensive odor. That sounds a lot like me. Usually
Pepe Le
a
Pew.
female black cat, Pepe Le Pew.
Yes.
All right. And so the next one is a feisty anthropomorphic basset hound debuting in 1946, was the arch enemy of Foghorn Leghorn and is usually seen sleeping in his kennel. So we have Barnyard Dog, Charlie Dog, Elmer Fudd, or Sam the Sheepdog.
That would be
It's not
Barnyard
Elmer.
Dog.
Are you sure? I want to say it's Sam for some reason.
The sheepdog, he wasn't. Well,
Yeah, didn't he have the fur over his eyes?
yeah, but he was doing something else.
Okay, I don't know.
thought.
And so Randall says it's Barnyard Dog.
Yeah, that's
You
what
said
I
it's
said.
Barnyard Dog. Okay,
Barnyard
I'm
Dog.
gonna go with it. Then you are correct. I was wrong. All right, good catch. A top hat wearing character debuting in 1955, known for performing classic songs while dancing and performing aerobics in the style of the early 20th century vaudeville. Michigan J. Frog, Cecil Turtle, Speedy Gonzales, or Elmer Fudd.
Michigan J. Frog.
I have no clue on this song. I'm
It
going
is.
with you on that one. Okay, all right.
He's
You are
the one that
correct.
goes, "Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling." That guy.
Please, Randy, clip this. Please, God. Cartoon Mouse, debuting in 1953, known for his white outfit, yellow sombrero, and being quick-witted and heroic while speaking with an exaggerated Mexican accent. And, well, he's probably outlawed right now.
I got him. Run, Speedy Gonzales, run.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that as Speedy Gonzales. Do you agree? Yeah,
Yes.
all right. Speedy Gonzales is the correct answer. Usually non-speaking. Usually non-speaking black and white character debuting in 1949, best known as the bewildered love interest of Pepe Le Pew. I had Penelope, maybe? It's not Lola Bunny. It's not Witch Hazel. I'm not sure who Miss Prissy is. I'm going with Penelope Pussycat.
Yeah.
Is that what you think, Brenda?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we both agree. All right. We were right. All right. Monotone voiced character debuting in 1959 who never seems to be surprised by anything and is Speedy Gonzales's cousin. Well, it's probably Slowpoke if it's his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez. I think that's Denise Penelope. Yeah, Slowpoke Rodriguez, isn't it? Not that maybe I need to play the disclaimer now. That's probably racist.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing pretty good. We've got all the brace so far. The Old Spinster Hen, officially debuting in 1950 and known for her blue bonnet and wire-rimmed glasses. An Old Spinster Hen, debuting in 1950 and known for her blue bonnet and wire-rimmed glasses. Your choices are Miss Prissy, Witch Hazel, Petunia Pig, and Penelope Pussycat. All right, so I think we could rule out Penelope Pussycat.
Yep. Miss Prissy.
Miss Prissy? I'm not sure. We'll let the chat catch up here and see if they got it. It's not Witch Hazel.
A pig either. It's not
Well,
Witch
no, it
Hazel.
says she's an old spinster hen. So it's definitely not a pussycat or a pig.
It's Miss Prissy.
Miss Prissy? Are you sure? Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer, Bob.
Nobody. Okay, Denise says Prissy. So, and I had no idea. So, a cartoon Bird, debuting in 1949, known for his speed and his catchphrase, beep, beep.
That would be
Becky
the
Buzzard,
Roadrunner.
Tweety, Roadrunner, or Speedy Gonzalez. That's the Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, yes.
I am, as we're doing this, I'm actually kind of surprised at how old some of these characters are. I didn't realize they were, because, you know, when you grow up with them, they're just there. So,
Yeah.
a large hairy monster debuting in 1946, known for his uncombed orange-red hair, clawed fingers, oval eyes, and giant tennis shoes. Ralph the Wolf, the Tasmanian Devil, Marvin the Martian, or Gossamer. All right, so it's not the Tasmanian Devil.
Gossamer.
And it's not Marvin. I'm not sure Ralph. Who is Ralph Wolf? So, but so you're going with Gossamer.
Yeah.
And you are correct. We got 10 out of 10. So we scored 100. The average,
we're smarter than a 2-year-old.
the average is people get 8. So we got 10. So between the two of us, we're a smart person. So
there's our report card for the day. We got an A.
That's it. I got an A. Well, shit, yesterday we got like a negative U. So.
I know, right? An FU.
Exactly. All right. One last trivia question. What is taken from you before you get it? And do not say virginity. So what is taken from you before you get it?
Your money.
Your breath is taken before you get it? Because these are always tricky. These always are a play on words or something. So it's something taken from you before you get it.
Well,
I want to say your breath because, you know, they take your breath away, but I don't know. Denise says we watched a lot of cartoons. Yes, we did.
yes.
And speaking of which, I believe a lot of them were also on Channel 12 TV streaming network.
Yes.
there you go.
Yes, they are. I was watching some last night.
You should be watching them while you're high. So, what is taking from you? All right, I give up. I'm going to click for the answer. I have no idea. Your portrait. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my gosh.
I give up. All right. Quote of the day by Anonymous. A great many people think they are thinking when they are merely rearranging their prejudices. That sounds like our politicians.
I do that best when I rearrange my house, but okay.
All right. I don't rearrange the house. Mrs. Sportcat will beat me. So
Oh, I have to do it every once in a while, even if I only move one thing. I'm telling you, my OCD is just like
Denise says her memory is taken away. My son, he comes home and my daughter-in-law, she is homeschools and she takes care of the 2 little ones and does all kinds of homemaking things. And he comes home and he's like, some days I don't know where shit is. It's just, he's like, I come home and like the entire kitchen is rearranged.
That's fun days.
I was like, she's just messing with you, son. He's like, it's frustrating. What do I do? And I'm like, just roll with it.
It is
Otherwise,
so much easier for a woman to clean behind, because I'm one that'll clean baseboards. So it's so much easier for a woman to clean house if she just moves everything.
How the hell in a wheelchair do you clean a baseboard?
Well,
is this like a trapeze thing? I mean,
kind of. Kind of. I put that good foot out and lean forward as far as I can get and try to stay steady so I don't go bloop.
And how many times has Jack picked you up?
Oh, God, more than a dozen. We have to start calling 911. He's getting too old for that shit.
She sees a dust bunny and all of a sudden she's in on that shit. So.
I can't help it. Oh my God. Yeah, he just pick up the phone now and gives the address and said the bitch is on the floor again.
He's out front smoking Marlboro and he goes, you'll find her.
Send a dozen men.
Oh Lord. I started to send you a video of a fire department rescuing a rather large person from like the 4th floor. And I was like, this has got to be AI. They're going to drop her. This day in 1971, Deep Purple released Smoke on the Water.
I remember that.
Yeah, they were recording the Montreux, am I pronouncing that wrong? Montreux Casino in Switzerland burns to the ground during a set by Frank Zappa. The group Deep Purple, who were recording there at the time, immortalized the event on their next album. Some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple. I do. That's what I think I played that the other day on my show on the Thin Line Rock Station.
Did you?
Oh, here's some trivia for Chris. December 4th, 963. That is correct. 3 digits, 963. Pope John the 12th, the leader of the Roman Catholic Church, is temporarily deposed by the Roman Council for his wrongdoing. He is reputed to have gambled, run a brothel, and toasted the devil with wine. He regained papal authority by killing his enemies. That's always the word. I'm going to be back in charge by killing. My God, that's where the American way came from.
And he wasn't president? Are you sure he just wasn't president?
But wait, there's a dark side to this. He died during an adulterous sexual encounter, possibly at the hands of an outraged husband. You know, I'm wondering. I'm wondering here if if that couldn't have been me in a previous life. I had a medium out of the blue walk up to me and go, "Do you know why you have intracranial hypertension?" I was like, "No, who are you?" And they're like, "Well, because in a previous life, you were caught doing something with a woman you shouldn't have been, and you were cursed." I'm like, well, shit. I didn't do it. I was like, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. And I'm thinking, yeah, that kind of does sound like me. So,
hi, Wendell.
Wendell, we'll see you. Come back and replay the show later. Leave a comment. This day in 1981, Falcon Crest, the TV show, debuted on CBS. It followed feuding factions of the wealthy Globbert Channing family in a California wine industry. It ran until 1990. They still have those shows on. Isn't Yellowstone? Isn't that what this is now? I think.
I don't know, but I remember that show. Oddly enough,
I don't think I ever watched it.
I might be ashamed to say I used to watch it, but okay.
That was a nighttime soap opera, basically.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched it, but I think today's TV is still doing stuff like that. I think it's Yellowstone that's the most popular one. But once again, I don't watch TV unless it's sports. It's sad to say. Manila paper.
Get out more.
Me and the dog need to get out walking. That's what we need to do. Yeah. Manila paper, December 4th, 1843. Manila paper is patented by John Mark and Lyman Hollingsworth of Massachusetts. They produce their paper from old marine hemp ropes. The hemp typically comes from the Philippines, thus the name Manila. It is usually in a light brownish yellow color and is often used for envelopes and folders, i.e. Manila folders. Before then, the paper was usually made from old cotton and linen rags. So, Randall says Landman is a great show from Tulsa. Okay. Chris, you're missing your papal paper. Oh. Here's another one. December 4th, 1154, Nicholas Breakspear is elected, assuming the name Adrian the Sixth. Why do they change their name?
Because they have to be, they're supposed to be named after all the disciples or something like that. Or
got me. I never studied Catholicism. Marissa Tomei, she was born this day in 1964. You might know her from My Cousin Vinny, In the Bedroom, The Wrestler. Randy probably wrestled her. As the world turns,
Probably
as
knows her
March,
from the bedroom too.
well, that may be one of his 8 ex-wives in a different world. Roy Lee Rocky Dennis.
The Elephant Man.
No. It's from the Cher movie. What was the name of the Cher movie? American boy who had cranial dysphagia, dysplasia, and it's a bone disorder that causes calcium to build up in the skull. Mask was the name, and it was based on his life. And that was the one that starred Cher as his mom. She played a great role in that. So he declined to have plastic surgery to correct his features. He succumbed to the disease at the age of 16. He was diagnosed at 2, and they said he would not live past the age of 7. So in 2006, his mother, Rusty, was driving a 3-wheel motorcycle when the wheel fell off, causing her to crash. She died of infection several weeks later while in the hospital. But Cher lives on. She was born in like 1922.
Cher's a vampire.
Yeah, she could be. Jeff Bridges. He is born this day in 1949. Famous actor. Okay. Dennis Wilson. I knew Dennis Wilson. Not this one, because this one was born in 1944 and was the singer in the Beach Boys. He was the only true actual surfer in the Beach Boys. All right.
I love Sam Elliott. Oh my
God. He was
God.
also known for his association with Charles Manson, who helped record some songs and let members of the Manson family live in his home. I didn't know all this. Eventually, Wilson grew concerned about his behavior and cut off contact with him and his followers, to which Manson retaliated with death threats towards Wilson and his family. I did not know any of that. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Chris Hillman, musician from the Byrds, Mr. Tambourine Man. Max Baer Jr., an actor known for his portrayal of Jethro in the Beverly Hillbillies. Oh, that's great. I forgot about that. Gregory Pappy Boyington. Remember him from 1912 on this day. It's American World War II flying ace. His book, Baba Black Sheep, in 1958, chronicled his days with the Flying Tigers, the Black Sheep Squadron, during which he earned both a Medal of Honor and a Navy Cross. He and his squadron experiences were the basis of the TV show, Baba Black Sheep. So, yeah, I remember him from history, and then, of course, Baba Black Sheep, the TV series. That's a good one for you to grab there, Randall. That would be a great one for history. Gary Gilmore, do you know him? He was born this day in 1940.
He must have done some trouble, because that's a
prison. Yes, and he was an American criminal executed by a Utah firing squad. The first execution in the U.S. since 1967. In 1976, he robbed and murdered gas station employee Max Jensen. Next evening, he robbed and murdered a hotel manager, Benny Bushnell. Both men had complied with his demands. While disposing of the pistol used in the killings, he accidentally shot himself in the right hand. He trailed blood to the service garage where he had parked his truck.
Dumbass.
Yeah, crooks are stupid. Crooks are really stupid. Victor French, American actor from Little House on the Prairie. Isaiah. Was that her older husband, Melissa Gilbert's older husband? I don't remember, but
I thought he was the little boy that used to wear the hat all the time.
Isaiah Edwards, whoever the hell that was.
Yeah.
Deanna Durbin. She was born in 1921, a Canadian Oscar-winning actress. Three Smart Girls from 1930. This is all before. It's more in your age group, so.
I still want to know how they hold their boobs in those dresses that just come up like that.
And hey, Sweeney, she broke the internet yesterday with her pictures. American jazz pianist Edward Hayward Jr., born in 1915 on this day. General Isimo Francisco Franco, probably butchered that, a Spanish dictator with the help of the Nazi Germany and fascist Italy, he overthrew the democratically elected Second Republic during the Spanish War. However, he declined Adolf's request to join the Axis, but he did provide some support. He remained neutral, and he banned all religions except Catholicism and claimed to have locked up 26,000 political prisoners. Well, all
Oh
right.
boy.
He sounds like a good guy. So,
We have a winner.
We just talked about that. Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, let's move on. We're running long here with today with the quiz. Let's see if there is anything else important here. Yeah. What? Disembark in Virginia, give thanks to God, considered the first of Thanksgiving. Okay, so this was the first Thanksgiving in 1619 on the state. Today in film, Jack Kirkland's Tobacco Road premiered in New York City, the longest running play of its time. Duke Ellington opened in 1927 at the Cotton Club in Harlem. And let's see. Kennesaw Mountain Landis announces that any baseball club may sign Negro players in 1943 on the state. Trivia. Recent published research in Nature and Science claims Native Americans had just one migration from Siberia to the New World at most 23,000 years ago. See, there's your timeline, Brenda. It's all screwed up, so. Jay-Z is 56 today. Tyra Banks is 52. I don't know who. Anki Huber, she's 51. Kim Suk-jin, he's 33. And we talked about the others there. All right, we're going to move on here. What's that?
Nothing.
In 1532, the Shroud of Turin is damaged in a fire. So, okay. That was in 1536. 1553, Ivan the Terrible becomes the Grand Prince of Moscow. You know, Putin's daughter is making some headlines in France right now.
Oh.
Yeah. She's actually kind of hot. So I'll get added for that. Out of all the things I'll get added for,
don't let him hear you say that. Be like, you get off my daughter.
Yeah. Well, either that or I could be taken in and be made very wealthy. So put in charge of a country. Hey, I could run a country. So all right, we're skipping over a lot of history. I have no idea what some of these are.
You can't run your household, much less a country.
Hey, easy now. So all right. Today is Cabernet Franc Day. Have no idea what that is. It's a wine. It's Chester Greenwood Earmuff Day. All right. Use Woman Wednesday. All right. So does this mean I get a choice? I could just say I want you. I don't know. So, Extraordinary Work Team Recognition Day, Global Fat Bike Day, International
Fat Bike Day.
Fat Bike Day. Fat Bike Day. International Cheetah Day. International Day of Banks. National Dice Day. I haven't played dice in forever. National Francis Day. Hey, Brenda, it's National Sock Day. Do you get to celebrate this twice?
Oh, right. I only use one sock.
It's Santa's List Day. Anybody that wants to send me their Christmas list to publish, I will. So, Tree Dressing Day. Tupo Eye Day. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. Wear Brown Shoes Day, or in Brenda's case, Wear Brown Shoe Day.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
Worldwide Conservation Day. Yes.
I used to love to wear toe socks, right? So I have quite a few toe socks. And it pisses me off because those are the only ones I can't wear both because they only go on one foot. Yes.
Hey, maybe you should get an oversized one and put it on the nub. And then when you go around to people,
slap my toes around. Wave your toes like there's no there.
Yeah, those toes just never popped out. So
I thought, you know what? I when I first lost my leg, I thought about getting Jack Skeleton tattooed on my nub because the bottom of my nub has like the scar, but it looks like a Jack Skeleton smile. So I seriously thought about doing this until I found out how much it was going to cost me. And then I was like, oh, well, let's not do that. So you know how those people
We
get
can
those
fix that.
plastic? Yeah, right.
We
You know
can
how
start a
those people
Kickstarter.
get those rubber chicken heads, and they put it on the top of their head, and it's like,
Yeah.
So I should get one of those
For your nub, a rubber
Yeah, the chicken head on my nub.
I think Randy and Denise need to team up, and we need to start a Kickstarter to get the tattoo on Brenda's nub, and then we will sell pictures of it to raise money for the show. I think that's what we need to do, and we'll have like, if you donate to the Kickstarter, there'll be like different levels. You know, if you donate like $5, you'll get a picture of Brenda just smiling, nice and pretty. A picture of $10, you get maybe her in like a bikini.
Yeah, right. No.
50. Well, maybe we'll move that to the $50 one. You get a picture of Brenda's nub. So, and then for like the golden prize, $100, you get a picture of her foot and nub. So if anybody wants to help set up the Kickstarter so that Brenda can get a tattoo on her nub, at me on X. I think Randy and Denise need to be the ones to oversee this, because I probably shouldn't be responsible for this, because I will have too much fun with this. But I think we could do this.
You're stupid.
And Brenda, we could raise money for the show. It's all tax free. We don't tell anybody.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be me, because like I'm like $13 in the hole of mine. So forget that shit.
Oh my god.
I have too many bills and I don't get paid enough.
Randy says, I take the little blue pill so I get a kickstand so I don't fall out of bed. Oh, you've got low T, Randy. You don't have to take no blue pill. National Cookie Day. I'm going to transition this into a mom story. How's that work? It's National Cookie Day, and I've already put mom on high alert that it's National Cookie Day, and that I expect chocolate chip cookies when I get there. So, I just lost some of the weight. Jesus Christ! So
I need some Oreos and a glass of milk.
No, chocolate chip. That's the only way to go.
I have Cocoa Pebbles sitting in there, and I haven't gotten any milk yet.
see right there, that picture of this guy for National Sock Day. For like the $100 prize, you could get a picture of you wearing one sock and a picture of you with something on the nub. So,
chicken head, I'm telling you.
No, we got to make that more than like that's got to at least be the $100 one. So,
hey, I had somebody offer me $100 just to be able to poke it one day. Because after I lost it,
hold on. What were they going to poke it with?
Well, look, I tell you, I was at a strip club and I was taking money and giving them wristbands to go in. I was working the door. And when I stood up, the guy noticed that I didn't have a leg, and he's like, oh, can I touch that? I'm like, ew, get the fuck out of here. He goes, I'll give you $20 if I can touch it. I said, no. That's right. So he finally said, I'll give you $100 if you let me just poke it. I said, you know what? You came here. You're a dick. I said, you came here to look at the naked ladies, so get inside and look at them and leave me the hell alone.
What was he going to poke?
He just wanted to poke my nub. I don't know what the hell he was looking for.
With his finger or another?
With his finger.
Go ahead. Make my day.
This show is supposed to be serious. We've taken a very wrong turn somewhere. Today is the 338th day of 2025, the 74th day of autumn. So, yeah, whatever.
Really?
Today in 1881, the first edition of the LA Times was published, and we still don't care. Today in 1945, the Senate formally approved the United States to participate in the UN by a vote of 65-7. Yeah,
well, that was a mistake. Right?
Yeah, no shit. So, 1992, George H.W. Bush ordered 28,000 troops to Somalia. Wow.
And then they brought them back here.
Yeah. So, in this day in history, the U.S. Embassy in Mogadishu, Somalia, was evacuated because, well, violence during the Civil War. But that's okay. We took it back over in 2019. So today's quote, Brenda: "We need in love to practice only this, letting each other go. For holding on comes easily. We do not need to learn it." Isn't it pretty much saying if you love something, set it free? If it doesn't come back to you, kill it? Pretty much.
Doesn't come back to you, wasn't it? To be doesn't back to you.
Oh. My bad.
Oh my God. You didn't come back, so now I'm going to kill you.
That's right. No wonder I've had Mrs. Sportcat around for so long. So
Yeah, because she'll kill you if you leave.
That's right. Oh God. Help me. Somebody help me. 17 days until winter begins. So
oh, bullshit. Go step outside my door.
I was going to ask you, but I knew you wouldn't know. What causes the leaves on the rubber plant to turn yellow?
And you don't water it? I don't know. Shit.
I'm just going to stop right there. So, and how are they
Oh, wait.
in Minnesota? Exactly, Denise. Exactly.
I just rolled into your gutter just now. I don't know what the fuck.
Excuse me? That's kind of personal, Brenda. That's really kind of personal. You want to explain this to me? I mean,
oh,
Jesus Christ. Before we came on, a bird strike forces a Delta flight to declare an emergency. The flight was leaving Los Angeles on its way to Seattle when the incident occurred, and it was videotaped. And you can see it playing here. Hold on. Yep, there it was.
Look at it go.
Big bird, yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
Why is it all gray?
Well, because it's out west. It's all smog. So. It burnt that engine up. There's nothing but feathers in there. Oh, Lord. I imagine. I think, whoa.
No, where the hell did it go?
I guess it was. Oh, did it hit it right there? Is that where that puff of smoke was?
But it sure. Oh, look, it's a normal color on the ground.
No, it's still it's hazy out there. So, I guess it hit it on the ground. We almost hit a deer. We aborted the. That's their story. We aborted the landing. But we almost hit a deer, and there was a deer that was hit on that runway where we were at, and they had pictures of the wing mounted, and you could see the antlers were embedded in the wing in the hangar. So, the breaking news as we come on. This Pete Hegseth thing, where here's the thing I don't understand. They're trying to say Hegseth's a war criminal for this. But here's what I don't understand. They didn't have problems when other administrations were using drones to do the exact same thing. So
on purpose.
This morning, the video footage of the follow-up strike on the surviving alleged drug smugglers, well, it was played today before Congress. And Admiral Frank Bradley testified behind closed doors, and the lawmakers saw the entire extended footage of the September 2nd airstrike. And Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is under intense scrutiny over the attack after it emerged that 2 people on the vessel were still alive following the initial strike. Now, both Republicans and Democrats have raised the grim specter of war crimes. The House Intelligence Committee ranking member Jim Himes, Democrat, emerged from the briefing to tell reporters he was deeply disturbed. What I saw in that room was one of the most troubling things that I've seen in my time in public service, he said. You have 2 individuals in clear distress without any means of locomotion, with a destroyed vessel who were killed by the U.S. He added that he wants the full video to be made public, but he went on to state that he believes Bradley did the right thing and has his full support. So, yeah, he has his full support. His testimony is ongoing today, and he is expected to argue the survivors were trying to continue their drug smuggling mission, making them legitimate targets. This has also come out and brought up some points that we probably didn't need Venezuela to know, because there was SEALs on the ground that had actually identified them as terrorists and drug runners prior to the initial strike. And then supposedly after the initial strike, this is all from other news sources, supposedly after the second strike, a helicopter come in and finished the rest off because the Navy SEALs ordered it. Now, if they were still trying to call for reinforcements or shooting at the drone or helicopter, then they are a legitimate target. But the military has always done a double tap. They're trained that. So if they did a double tap and it still had survivors, well, then there might be a problem. And if they were saying they were calling for reinforcements.
So I have an idea. I can solve all this. I can solve
You're a terrorist. Does it really matter?
No, I can solve this. So this is what we need to do. Everybody that is bitching about it need to go stand at the shoreline. And when those boats roll up, they need to say, no, no, no. Now you turn around and take that stuff back. And they cannot be armed when they're telling them this. They just need to stand there and go, you need to go back, and then we'll see how it works out for them.
They're trying to, remains unclear is who gave the order. But see, here's the thing. I don't know that it was actually an order. I think that it's just the way that we do business, and the military has done business for years. So, Hegseth said he did not explicitly order a second attack. He said he wasn't even in the loop. So he said it was his order that gave the initial, but after that, he was out of the loop. So I don't know. So now they're trying to impeach him. They've brought impeachment charges or articles against Pete Hegseth. So, of course, he's also under the Signalgate allegation. They brought that back up. So I don't know. We'll see. I think if he survives this, it'll be hard. But didn't we report yesterday the Washington Post made this whole thing up?
I think so. Well, they made up something about it.
Yeah.
I don't quite remember because I have tried to sleep and been drugged since then. So, hi, Texas.
Hey, Lerny. So, yeah, I don't know. I have to go back and look it up. I'm pretty sure the Times raked him over the coals. So, this I wanted to go over with because this is a Gallup poll. And it says more Americans say parties have gone too far with rhetoric. Now, this is what spun me off from somewhere else. Thinking more generally about the way political issues are discussed and debated in the United States today. Do you think each of the following groups has or has not gone too far in inflammatory language to criticize their political opponents? Republicans and their supporters in 2011 said 53% said that they had gone too far. In 2025, now it's 69% of Republican and their supporters say it has gone too far. Now, Democrats in 2011 said 51% said it had gone too far, as opposed to 2025, 60% of Democrats and their supporters say the language has gone too far. So, it absolutely has. And then this is part of the Gallup poll, perceived causes of U.S. political violence. And this was, I believe, both parties. 71% said the extremist viewpoint on the internet is causing it. 64%, inflammatory language from prominent politicians are political commentators, people that call themselves scientists. 64% of those polled say they've gone too far. Failure of the mental health system to identify individuals who are a danger to others. 52% agree with that statement. Easy access to guns. 45% say that's
I'll leave
part
the
of it.
guns alone.
Drug use. Well, I mean, hunting season opened the other day, and I mean, mathematically, there was a whole lot more people that day with guns than any other time. Just throwing it out there. Insufficient security at public buildings. 24% say that. Are violence in movies, video games, and music lyrics. 21% say that the perceived cause. I don't necessarily believe that has anything to do with it, but then again, as stated, I only watch sports, so. The January 6th pipe bomb suspect has been identified as of when we were going live. They were currently conducting an investigation in a Woodbridge, Virginia home, which is located right outside the interstate in D.C. And the internet sleuths have identified the suspect as 53-year-old Brian J. Cole Jr. and his 33-year-old son. So supposedly this person has been arrested and named as the chief suspect in the January 6th pipe bombing. So we'll see. We'll follow the story and see how it goes, but it's interesting. So they've arrested him. He's in custody. The FBI was not confirming or denying if that was who it was, the Brian Cole. So the internet sleuths in the media overhead is the one who released that information. And so the media, doing what the media does, they started digging to find out who the man was. So they really don't know much about him, but that was the address. I hope maybe he was renting the house out. I don't know, but the AP has identified Coles as the suspect, and relatives listed there. Nobody would return calls or comments to the AP. So we'll find out more as this goes along. It's a breaking story, but that's who the AP has released and said it was. The FBI had not at the time of us going live. And you remember the guy who on Thanksgiving shot the two National Guard troop members? Well, we have found another one in Virginia that is linked to the same group, we'll say, and probably not CIA, but I don't know.
So Virginia, DC, and Texas.
We caught another Afghan terrorist in the United States. This one was wanted. Thursday, Customs ICE scooped him up. And yes, he was in Virginia. So Virginia seems to be a popular place for him. He was in Waynesboro, Virginia, and he was released into Virginia under Operation Allies Welcome by the previous administration. So yeah, he was a known terrorist and he was living in Waynesboro, Virginia. I don't know. Virginia seems to be a hot state today. So yep. And here we have a Maryland story that took me a little digging to find, and I haven't got a name yet. I don't know who the person is, but Baltimore Fire Department trainee and academy member apparently had threatened to stack bodies during the academy. Classmates alerted instructors, and Baltimore PD showed up, and his vehicle was loaded with semi-automatic rifles, handguns, and you can see all kinds of stuff there in the picture. So they took him. This is the interesting part. He was a trainee at the fire academy, and the fellow recruits were the ones that said he was saying he was going to take himself out after stacking bodies. Well, the instructors did call the police. They found 10 automatic firearms and a handgun. The union is calling it very disturbing. They're trying to kind of sweep this under the carpet. But here's the part I found interesting. So Baltimore police responded, and they had a crisis response team that took the trainee to a hospital for evaluation under an emergency petition. that kind of confuses me. Why was he not arrested? First off, Maryland is a state where it's very hard to have a weapon. In fact, I was told by a police officer, there's 2 reasons a weapon should be in your vehicle. It should be unloaded, the clip in one place, or magazine, whatever you call it, and the ammunition in yet another, and a gun lock on it. These are Maryland laws. I was told by a police. So you
hold
have
on,
to
sir. Don't shoot me. I got to get my gun and I got to find my ammo. Let me unlock this.
Yes. In fact, I think it has to be double locked. Don't quote me on that part. But here's the thing. He told me there's only 2 reasons for a handgun to be in your vehicle. If you're traveling to or from a shooting range, target practice, or if you're bringing to or from the purchase or sale. Those are the only 2 reasons that any firearm in the state of Maryland should be in your vehicle. I was told that by a police officer. So I don't know. They're very strict on their laws. In fact, I think if you're transporting, I think it has to be double locked. Ammo has to be in a locked separate place. The magazine has to be no ammo in the magazine, has to be in another place, and the gun has to be locked, I think, twice in a separate place. So yeah, that's a state that is very difficult to own a handgun or firearm.
Shall not be infringed.
Yeah, well, not in Maryland. You can't. That's why they all go to Virginia. So, the New York Times is filing a lawsuit over their access to the Pentagon. If you remember, some weeks back, we talked about this. They were given an ultimatum because they were wandering freely around the Pentagon, and including access areas that were not open to the public. It was for people of high ranks and, I guess, security levels only, and they had been wandering around, and they said they could not do that. They could only go in authorized areas, and they didn't like that, and so all but like 3 agencies were kicked out of the Pentagon over not signing the agreement. So they wanted free access and to be able to roam and look on people's desks.
They also wanted to be able to use their gym.
Yeah, exactly. And they wanted to have access to people that they shouldn't have access to. So people that don't need to be speaking to the military, not because they're doing something nefarious, but because of their job. They don't need to be named and made public. So, yeah. So yesterday, you remember President Trump was having yet another press conference again. And, his thing yesterday was that he was reducing fuel economy emission standards. I did a little bit of a deep dive on this because the Biden administration, one of the things they did was change the math on how they get to the miles per gallon. So it was just a mathematical change. That was all they really did. Now, they did impose some harsher emission standards under their Green New Deal. And eventually, I think by 2030, they wanted everything electric, which isn't possible because we don't have the infrastructure to support it or the technology yet. So it wasn't going to be possible. But anyhow, yesterday, President Trump, with the swipe of executive pen with all kinds of executives from Ford, GM, all kinds of them were there yesterday. And so they're changing the fuel economy standards, which were supposed to be 50 miles per gallon by 2031. So now they're changing it to an average of 34.5, which is pretty much what most of the new cars now. But the math, you have to, and I'm not smart enough to do it. I'd need somebody to go actually look at the calculation they use, because it sounds to me that's all they're doing again is they're moving the math back to old math. So,
oh, God.
So they're saying that in 2024 it is average of 28. So, which I don't know, to get to 34 isn't that much bigger of a deal. I think they can do it. So, and I think also the electric thing was not going to be possible to do because we don't have the infrastructure, and all the money they spent for that infrastructure was never used. Even in Georgia, that's been a big thing. They were supposed to put money for all these charging stations and all that. None of the states got the money. They haven't used it for what it's supposed to be. So that's not just Georgia. It's a bunch of states. That's everywhere. And I talked to, when I went to get my Subaru, I talked to the guy because I was saying, well, why couldn't I get a hybrid? He said, you won't find that in the South. You'll only find that up north. I was like, why? He says, well, he goes, do you realize how much it costs to have a dealership that sells an electric vehicle? And I was like, no. He said, well, let me explain this. He goes, it will cost over $1 million because I have to put in the charging stations. So I got to bring in a new electrical grid. He said, on top of that, in order to be certified by the government, I have to send all of my mechanics to learn how to work on these vehicles. And he said it would cost each dealership around $1 million plus. And he said it's not feasible in the South. And he said, especially this is where we get less MPG because of our terrain in other parts of the country. Okay, cool. So there you go. So we're going back. And then he did something else yesterday. Trump's always doing these weird little things. While he was in Japan, he saw these cute little cars called Kei, K-E-I. They're not legal in the United States until yesterday.
Well, what would make them not legal?
Safety standards. And I don't know that even with his swipe of a pen on this, it's going to change it. And each manufacturer makes some variation of these tiny little cars. I think Honda and Fiat are about the closest that you can get by safety standards to the U.S. But the problem is they don't have the crash rating, the airbags. They got they can get 1 million miles to a gallon and all that, but they don't have the safety standards. So Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy said, we're going to have to take a look at that. Before they can become available in the U.S. And we do not need to roll back our safety standards. No matter who's in office, Republican or Democrat, we do not need to roll back the safety standards.
Right.
The safety standards that we have imposed because of the rednecks from NASCAR and they're crashing. Well, no, that's where a lot of the studies come from. We have the highest automobile safety in the world. So I think Germany is like close second with the Autobahn, but yeah, so we don't need to go backwards with safety. So they're cute little cars that get great mileage and they're very affordable, but they're not very safe. So,
I can't own one of those. I have to have something big enough to get my wheelchair in.
There you go. Well, your wheelchair probably wouldn't fit it. Chris says they will keep the target number 50, but change the measurement to feet per gallon, like they changed definitions, so the number would soar. And Trump will say a larger number has never been seen. It's the biggest, best number ever. So, speaking of which, do you remember the U.S. Institute for Peace that was headquartered down in Georgetown? It was one of the first things that sidecar, Randy says. It was one of the first things that Doge went over and took out. And of course, the court cases back and forth have been soaring and going back. It was not a government agency; it was a private agency, and I'm sure there was probably a lot of corruption in it. But Doge closed it down. This case is going to go to the Supreme Court. So in the meantime, there's an injunction. It has to be at least partially open. So President Trump has said, okay, fine. We're now going to make it the president's, hold on, I want to get this right. The Donald J. Trump U.S. Institute for Peace. He just took it over. What is it with these narcissist, big-headed fucks that they have to have their goddamn name on everything? Obamacare, Trump Peace Institute. Why? Just name it the damn United States Institute of peace. Why do we have to have our damn name on it? You narcissist, big-headed ape. What the fuck is your
They're
problem?
all a bunch of guys. They just whip it out and piss on it and say, "This is mine. This is mine."
And he says he should have it because it makes him worthy of the Nobel Prize. Because you put your goddamn name on it? Give me a break. Jesus Christ, Trump. Get the fuck over yourself. Jesus Christ. All of them have to have their name on everything. Why don't they call it the Melania Trump? Like he wanted to rename the Kennedy Center. He wanted to rename the Kennedy Center to the Trump Center. It's like, why? Why does everything have to have your name on it? You big-headed narcissist. I'm sorry. I like President Trump and a lot of things he does, but some of the things these people that with power and money just think they can do whatever the fuck they want.
You're killing me, Small. You're killing me.
Melania Trump had a headline today. 7 more abducted Ukraine children have been reunited with their families after back-channel talks. And what that really means is Melania is heavily involved in this cause. She is using her authority behind, like it says, back channels. It doesn't need to be the Melania Trump reuniting center. It just needs to happen. And I respect that a whole lot more than I respect he's going and signing a peace deal between 2 African countries at the Donald J. Trump United States Peace Institute, or whatever the hell it's called, today. So it was just to have his name up there in gold, and he's going to oversee 2 warring countries in Africa sign a peace deal in that building. That's all that was. Our money was spent to put that up there for absolutely freaking nothing, and we're having 2 countries that their embassies could have just went FedEx and courier their document back and forth. We just made a big deal for nothing. That's all. So that's why I'm pissy about that. But to get back to my point, First Lady is actually doing some good things behind the scenes that she is never going to get credit for. And it doesn't matter. The thing is, get the families reunited. Because we know that when Russia went into Ukraine, there was hundreds of children just taken. Where'd they go? So kudos to Melania for doing the right thing and not needing your name on it. Kudos to her. So, and they finally unveiled the White House Christmas. I do not know why this picture has to be in the White House Christmas, but apparently Donald thought it was important to. Has nothing to do with Christmas. You wouldn't put a crown on your fucking head with thorns on it with blood coming out of it?
Well, no, they had him one where he was standing next to a tree.
But no, hold on. It gets better. Hold on. It gets better. So we have the trees and all the decorations. You can't really see them. Penguin 6 did a great video on this, by the way. And we have the first president and the current president. I'm okay with that. But, that's cool. They never use these rooms. And this is a gingerbread White House. This is the coolest damn thing. The entire thing is edible, and inside the White House, which you can see inside, is as realistic as they're allowed to make it for security.
Is that like
a
gingerbread house?
It's a gingerbread house, and all parts of it are edible. And the inside of it, Antichrist Trump, and the inside of it, the little ornaments, the little wreaths, the little Christmas tree, all this is edible, and it's beautiful. I don't know why we needed to pay a chef to do that, but it's very beautiful. And
I'll eat it.
I don't know. After it sits up there for 3 months, I don't know anybody will eat it. It'll get thrown away.
Why don't we need so many Christmas trees? That's pretty though, but
I know these. I do everything so but I like her touches. It's she did the butterflies, and what on the show last night, one of the authors talked about that with the blue butterflies. So historical. So, and there's the Roosevelt room, the red room. Every room is decorated for Christmas, and it's quite beautiful. But people hardly ever use these rooms. Why don't we just close them off and turn the AC and heat vents off to it and save the money? I mean, honestly, these rooms are hardly ever used. Here's another one that gets me. We have another picture of Don there. It's made entirely of Legos. Why does he need his
That's
damn
made of Legos?
Yes, it's made of Legos. So
What?
yeah, it's cool. But it's just Legos. That's all. So, and I'm sure that'll go to his presidential library when it's over. But why do we have to have her damn picture in every room? That's just ridiculous. But I mean, it is beautiful. I have never personally toured the White House, but I've toured other things in DC, and they always go just crazy with stuff like this. Each state has their own ornament. Here's California's. I assume it was just the close, because that's the other deal. They don't allow photographers very close to any of these things, so you can't to get a picture of this. You have to be like 4 or 5 feet away. You can't be like right up.
Yes,
On
Chris.
So, I thought it came from Utah, or maybe that was the one for the Capitol. It seemed like one came from, because there was a controversy because it was so skinny, and they said it was because it come from, maybe it was Arizona. It come from like Utah or Arizona, and they were like, "Well,
Randy said it came from Nevada."
Yeah, that might be right. So yeah, that might be right. That's the Capitol. That's the Capitol. That's not the National. That's the Capitol. The Capitol lit their Christmas tree 2 days ago, I think.
I want to go there.
National Christmas tree lighting is tonight. So,
I want to go there and stick my finger in the middle of that.
I would love to know what it tastes like.
Just
to be honest with you. But yeah, that's all edible. That entire thing. It's a gingerbread.
I'm in. I'm down. Let's do it.
I would love to know what that costs. That probably costs $20,000. Hell, it has to be more than that. Look at the detail on that. That took a lot of time. That wasn't something I started Thanksgiving morning or Thanksgiving night. No way. So, so it's beautiful. All of this is really beautiful. And here is this year's Christmas ornament, the 2025 White House Christmas ornament, which you can purchase. You just got to go onto the website, and I think you get a auto pen Christmas card when you buy it from the president. So, but it's actually a very beautiful ornament. It's one of the what do they call? It's the windows overlooking the arches. So it's a beautiful ornament. They have them for every year. People collect them. I think that started under Kennedy, maybe, and the money goes to help with them doing this every year.
Chris said he was going to guess $14.99.
No, for the ornament, no, I think it's like $50.
No,
I don't know.
I think he's talking about the edible.
For the edible, yeah, no, that costs a whole lot more than $14.99. That is not your Kroger's, Safeway, Publix cake. Nope.
Oh, I bet if I took a picture of that, I could get HEB to replicate it.
Yeah, could you take a picture of that, walk into Publix and go, "Can I get one of these for $14.99? I want vanilla frosting."
$25.99, ma'am. Sorry, $25.99.
And it'll be this big.
Yeah. A one-person cake.
And I have no idea what this children's toy. It's an elephant riding I guess it's a tricycle, balancing something on its nose. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know
what that is.
Rich people in their toys, they confuse me. Why? Well, here, can I just have a Hot Wheel?
I figured you'd be like mega G.I. Joes underneath his Christmas tree. I was just saying.
Oh God, what would the media have said? Holy shit, they would have lost their mind. He's gonna slaughter us all. Yeah, the media would have lost their goddamn mind on that. No, because remember when the last Christmas, when they were from the previous 4 years, when she did it like in all red or something, and they were like, "Oh, see, it's Nazi colors." Fuck, they will make something out of nothing over everything. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Maybe she liked red. I don't know. So, at any rate, Christmas in DC is always beautiful. It really is. But they show, these are just the ones open to the public. We don't get to see their private one up in the executive mansion. They never show those, where they've got Melania's gifts and Trump's gifts under it, and the gifts.
Well, no, people steal that shit.
Well, yeah, But they should at least let the U.S. Or that U.S. White House photographer up there to photograph it. So, but they don't. So, but yeah, there's how much money did this cost to make? A Lego portrait. He had to have another portrait of himself, but because we wanted to be different, we're going to make this one in Legos. How much money did this cost to make? Because this ain't the Legos you can go to the toy store and buy. These are not the same Legos. I'm sorry.
They look like Legos.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. This isn't the Legos you can go buy in the store. They probably had to 3D manufacture these Legos just for this.
They probably 3D manufactured the whole damn picture. The Legos are what's on the bottom right there in front of it.
Yeah, those look like the only Legos we know. So, yeah. Once again, why? Why is my tax money? Well, I don't know if it's our tax money. I think that the money is raised from the toys and ornaments and stuff they sell goes to the fund. But and then once again, they've got all these trees. It's beautiful. Oh, and the candles, because somebody commented on this, I saw, and they replied back. The candles do look like a real flame, but the candles are actually some type of bulb that was made for the White House. So, but it looks like an open flame. They're very beautiful. Unless you get really close and you see it's entrapped in glass and there's some kind of filament or lightning or I don't know, electroplasm in them, but it looks like an actual flame. They're very beautiful. And each one of those ornaments probably
costs a loud room right there. A very loud room.
Yeah, it is. I agree. And once again, they never use it. This furniture's never sat on. It gets thrown out with the next
that room, I'd walk in there and that room would make me bloated and give me cramps.
They have all these rooms and they never use them. So I don't know, but they decorate them. So tonight is the National Christmas Tree Lighting. And shit. If you're in DC, you can anticipate all kinds of road closings because, well, they're going to seal off a huge area. So it started this morning. They've already got the trash trucks, the concrete trucks, the dumpsters set up. So if you're local to DC, you know this is a giant pain in the ass. Because they shut down like a huge section of DC for.
Well, they have to really do it now, especially considering the fact of what happened there with the National Guard.
Yeah, it got larger after 9/11. Because prior to 9/11, you used to could get pretty close to a lot of these things. After 9/11, they pushed it back like another 100 feet, and since then they've pushed it back even further. Now, after all miles. I don't know about miles and miles, but it is definitely further. Now, after all the elected officials and important people, the dignitaries leave, tomorrow they'll open it up and you can close again. But unless you've been credentialed like months in advance, you can't go there. So, it's a big deal. So it's a 35-foot spruce tree from George Washington and Jefferson National Forest in Virginia. The performers will be the Manson Killer guy, the Beach Boys. He'll be there. What the hell's the Beach Boys singing for Christmas? Alana Springsteen.
They're still alive?
Apparently. Brett Young.
Oh, wow.
And there will be others. It's going to be a big thing. You can probably watch it on PBS tonight. So, yeah, it's always a huge thing. Oh, it's going to be on the Great American Family Network. Where the hell is that? Randy, do you carry that channel on your network? The Great American Family Network? Where the hell do you get that one? It's on Peacock. So, if you were able to get tickets through a lottery, pre-approved, way in advance, you could go. So, yeah.
Chris said, "Now it's so far back, you have to stand behind Andy."
Yep, exactly. And they have patted Andy down and probed him before he got close. So.
Well, he's got a metal wheelchair. That thing probably could be. He probably can't even go. But
to tell you how big this will tell you how big it is, that they will not be able to move all the barriers and get the area set for the general public until Saturday, January 6th or December 6th. So it's tonight, the 4th. It's going to take them 2 days to move all the barriers, and it will be open at 10 a.m. on Saturday, December 6th. That's how big of an area they've got to clean up and move everything back. So, yeah. And of course, it's up to 58 smaller trees. Okay, well, that's new. When we used to go, it was just one per state, but now there's one for each state plus federally operated schools. The hell does that mean? I don't even know what the hell that means. So there's 8 federally operated schools that have a Christmas. Jesus Christ, they're getting weird. I don't know. So anyhow,
oh my God.
if you lived in California earlier today, you were notified that there was a 5.9 magnitude earthquake in Reno, Nevada. They sent out an emergency alert in California, and well, it sparked panic, but it turned out that it was a false notification. There was no earthquake in Reno.
Oh, well,
Somehow,
Reno isn't in California.
It's right there by it. It's close. So, but 5.9 certainly would be felt in California. But
yes.
USGS went back and confirmed that there was no earthquake. So they're trying to figure out why the alert went out to so many people and caused panic.
So somebody got fired from NASA, and now they're working for that department. So they did the false thing.
They're like, hey, we got nothing better to do. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Stephen Miller.
Oh.
The president's, it's his lawyer, right? It's the chief lawyer for the White House or whatever. He went on TV. So apparently this story goes back a couple days. Apparently there was a podcast where they interviewed Secvor Hegseth and his wife. And one of the questions the podcaster asked was, name, on the top of your head, name it right now, who in the cabinet, a cabinet member only, would you allow to babysit your children? Well, Mrs. Hegseth said that Pete would be way out. And then Pete Hegseth replied, anybody except Miller. So they interviewed him on Fox and they asked him about that. And he said, well, in fairness, I think he's worried that if I babysat his kids, he'd come back after a couple hours and they would say, Daddy, why don't you send the military into Minnesota to help us with the Somalia refugees? So this has caused a controversy. Like, why couldn't I have been the podcast that asked that stupid ass question? So, so yeah, that's caused a DC show.
My answer would have been Melania. Okay.
Well, she's not a cabinet member. So.
It doesn't matter.
I think,
I would
have what was the Secretary of Education McMahon. That's who I would have picked. And I would want her to have them trained at the WWE while they were with her. That's who I would have chose. So either that or if Christy Nome or what's the other hot one, if we could come in and pick them up late at night and they would be like in her PJs. So that would, no, I get to pick the PJs.
I knew that was coming.
Chris, back me up on this. Chris says if I'm ever sending out fake earthquake alerts, I'm always making it 6.9. So I'm
7.4.
Yeah, why not? If you're going to send out a fake one. So, yeah.
They get a biggie.
Well, did you know that America is running out of phone numbers? Yes. Yes. In fact, 3 new area codes are going to be issued here soon. Residents can expect in January on the 30th, 2026 in certain areas to have new area codes. You're going to wake up one day and your phone number is going to be different. If you live in Mississippi, it'll be 471. So they're saying that at the current rate,
we'll have plenty of phone numbers left.
We are exhausting our area codes. If you live in Lafayette, your area code will, when you wake up, will be 662. I went through this in Tennessee because it used to be 615.
Yeah, California did this.
And then they changed it to 423, and then they changed it to 865, which is what it is now. So I've been through this in Tennessee already, where you wake up and your phone number is different. And used to in Tennessee, you didn't have to dial the whole 865 blah 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 blah.
Right.
Yeah. When I moved to Atlanta, that was new. You had to in Atlanta, you had to dial the area code plus the phone number. But the U.S. is running out of phone numbers, so yeah. We're worried about the wrong things. Georgians. Well, we're living longer, according to a new CDC report.
Right.
So, yeah, we live longer. Our life expectancy has increased by more than 1.5 years. Hey, so that means for 1.5 years, if you eat vegetables only, and they have to be like lettuce and drink water, you live 1.5 years longer. Overall, the life expectancy in the United States is 78. I'm almost dead. Why the hell am I doing this? So, if you live in Hawaii, you make it to 80. What the hell? What is the difference of 80?
Are you sure? Between the fires and the hurricanes?
No.
Sure?
If you move to West Virginia, you only make it to 72. So in Georgia, I'll make it 76. So other states, if I move somewhere else, it would go to 78. But it increased in Georgia to 76. So I'm almost dead. So
God, shit.
Jesus Christ. All right, last news story, because we ain't gonna make it to anything else today. Derek Chauvin, is that how you pronounce it? Do you remember who that is? He is the police officer in Minneapolis that is accused of killing George Floyd. And now they're seeking two things. They're seeking to overturn it, and they've also requested a pardon from the White House. They have petitioned the White House for a pardon, and they have filed that a new report reveals that that was not the cause of his death, asphyxiation. And they also have testimony from multiple police officers that were not allowed, that technique was trained to people that went through the academy through this year, and that it was standard training. So he's trying to get a new court case or new hearing, new case, right, the new jury and everything. So it's going to make it all the way probably the Supreme Court. And they've also petitioned the White House for a pardon. So, all right. Well, FEMA doesn't care about us because, well, this is yesterday's report. So today they're worried about, yesterday and today, they're worried about heavy snow in the Central Rockies, Central Plains, Upper Great Lakes, and then down here where we are, well, thunderstorms and heavy rain. What is this? We got a new person in the chat. Lauren, according to the Blaze, American Right Wing, Lauren was supposed to be a woman, not a man. What happened to that? Who? Piper. Oh, she must be talking about the J6 person. So, yeah.
Because, we already covered that.
Early reports said that it was a female retired, or she was maybe with the CIA, a Capitol police officer. But it's changed to now it's this guy that lives in Woodbridge, Virginia. So I don't know. We'll see. To be continued. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at more recent weather here. President, well, at 11 a.m., he greeted the president of Rwanda. At 11 a.m., he greeted two presidents from the leader of the Republic of Congo. So, and then at 11:20, they're going to participate in a bilateral greeting, and I guess probably we'll have the VP and everybody there. And then they're doing they did a ceremony at 12 for peace between the two. So, and at 6:00 tonight, he'll be out just in time for the full moon. Remember, 6:14 on the East Coast is its peak. They will be lighting the national Christmas tree. So tune into that. That's going to be, as always, a big event. So yay. They won't open it back up for the public till Saturday. It's great.
My dog's being melodramatic right now.
Your dog's always
he's laying there and he's doing his little sniffly nose thing and his little jumping like this. He does that when he wants my attention.
Oh, well, you heard Ginger slap the door with her butt earlier. So
yep.
Live updates. Admiral says there was no kill them all order in the boat attack. but the video has alarmed lawmakers. You know, here's the deal. You want to eat the sausage, but you don't want to watch how it's made. You know, does that make sense to you? I mean, honestly, you want to eat the sausage, but you don't want to watch how it's made. Yeah, so come on, man.
Well, that makes sense.
All right, we're about to get out of here. So yeah, that's.
We're not going anywhere for.
Yeah, no, I got to. I gotta be on time today for a doctor.
Oh, that's right. You have a doctor's appointment.
Plus, we are always the AM Mayhem crew is always listening to the end of our show to see if we do something crazy. So we gotta be good for that.
Crazy?
Us crazy? No, that would never happen. We really could extend this show to another hour, but the problem I would think with doing this, and we should discuss with Channel 12 streaming TV network, is all these tabs up here. This is all stuff that I would like to cover, but we've just run out of time. But I don't think going to a pay-per-view cable network is where I want to go tell the weather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
So yeah,
we don't have as much fun with the weather as we do everything.
I mean,
else.
There's there's tsunami warnings or no tsunami warnings. There's no. Yeah, this is more your boring weather. This is more your boring news stuff. You know, like where's the worst
snow?
Air quality. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you live in Maine, New York, Pennsylvania, yeah, you're gonna get like 8 feet of snow. So
yeah.
It's never gonna stop. In fact, I may have to drive all night Friday night instead of traveling Saturday. I'm gonna have to keep it.
Is your wife going with you?
No.
Okay.
No, she'll be staying here. I'll be up there squirrel hunting by myself. So
well, I'm not doing anything Friday night, and if you have to drive off Friday night, then I'll call you and make sure you're okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to watch the weather.
Keep you from killing Ginger, so
I'll keep her from killing me. So.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so we will be back tomorrow for the Friday show, same time. And I guess unless we get something, we don't have anything else pressing. We will be back tomorrow. Are you going to be high tomorrow, Brenda, or are you going to be normal, Brenda?
Well, if I take my meds today, it was just because of the procedure that I had. So
okay, all right. So it was just you were more goofy than normal because of that. So okay.
Yeah, they kind of put you to sleep, and now I'm ready to crash.
Well, guess what? You're allowed to. It is 1 minute till 4 o'clock. So everybody have a great day. Sorry I didn't get to the weather. It's either going to be hot and sunny and dry,
or it's going to snow.
So there you go. You got your weather forecast. So,
bye, Australia.
I am not a scientist. Just
do you have an exit button today?
No, I do not. So we've got to do this.
This is going to be fun. Hang on, YouTube.
That's right. Everybody on YouTube, hang on. And hell, I hope I don't hit the wrong button and have you all join my doctor's appointment. That'd be fun. Everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. And I believe we are clear on the radio. Everybody here on YouTube, have a great day. Brenda and I, and somebody said,
oh, he did it. He's in the middle of talking. He cuts his.
Well, here we are. All right. Everybody have a great day. I have no idea. Dogs barking. Alarms are going off.
Everybody.
Let's see Al Qaeda. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.